Hello again, Facebook, for another commentary replay. Venom is on a roll tonight when it comes to these online matches. And we're just going to start it up, and then, fair warning, this specific matchup I had no knowledge of prior to. So the first match is going to be super ugly, but I managed to clutch it too well. Sophitia is a very rushdown heavy character. Bipolar opposite. I want to keep her away. She wants to get in my face and just mix me up. And you're going to see that I get hit with the same mix-up probably throughout this entire set, because it took me a while to, you know, stop being a dummy. Them titties, though. And we start off with her reaching me, and then there's the mescla. Low, I blocked that one. Oh, the sidestep. Pressing buttons and strings. Getting grabbed out of my step. Backing away. I got a little hit in. One combo, I'm thinking I'm getting it. She blocks it. And I press another button. And I was played like a fiddle. So I assess myself, you know. Nice just framing myself. That's one thing a lot of people need to start doing more. What I just did. What she did was not a true combo. And because it wasn't a true combo, I was able to control my aerial and avoid those two hits and force it away. If I was able to weaken me, I would have been able to punish her properly, but little interrupt on her delay string. Did a jump attack to avoid the low, and I just started interrupting her moves, and ouch. See, again, no Kemi, so I don't get an optimal punish, and I wake up into the charged up low that knocks me back down. She mistimes this, and then counter hit it. Again, I keep pressing buttons. I just punish whiffs with 4-4 AA. That's 2 BB, and then another 4-4 AA. 4-4B. Did not expect that to crush my high. Back in Mix-Up City again. I whiffed that time, and yeah, Mix-Up City. I don't know how I got hit. I'm guessing I was trying to crouch, expecting the low kick. Again, I keep pressing buttons. You'll see that a lot in this first match. Whew. No punish on the grab, but I grab him. Grab him with that. Weird camera angle that saved my life. And I think from there, that's where I start my comeback. Again, pressing buttons again. That was misinput, critical edge. One go for soul charge. Ends up working out since it gives me that little combo. And just wall pressure. Killer has surprisingly decent wall pressure for being a range character. Especially with 4KB as your get off me tool. Wall splats. And after wall splat you can launch and get a full combo again. One thing I don't do, which would have been nice if I was able to read her shit, was going to Monument, which is his little like quarter circle stance. That's an auto GI, and that would have saved me a bit of headache. But again, first match against Sophitia, no idea what to expect. Know nothing about the character. I know nothing about most of these characters, honestly. And it's something you're going to have to consider a lot. It's just like knowing all the characters' gimmicks and trying not to fall for them, because they can condition you on like 1 or 2 gimmicks, and when you finally learn them, they'll just hit you with 2 more. The problem is when you only have 2 gimmicks and you finally get red, you have nothing else in your bag of tricks. That's where a lot of people struggle. They're wondering, oh, how am I losing? It's like, well, you need to up your game. You need to expand your bag of tricks.
In a cursed castle hall, warriors dance in a masquerade of death.
I'm sorry, but I can't back down.
I believe in the path I've chosen.
Battle 1. Fight!
And yeah. I start playing a bit more compact here. Still mess up over there, but I stand the ground. Punish that. And yeah, I noticed she likes to sidestep a lot. So I started doing less, like...
Battle 2. Fight!
Yeah. I started experimenting more with my moveset because I just finished training. Like training more before I started tonight. And yeah, mix up, mix up, mix up. And a wall rising. Walks right behind me. But again, he doesn't finish the combo. And yeah, this is literally the entire matchup from this point. Space out. Forward, forward, 8A. Anytime she sidesteps, she's... And every time I don't do that, I start getting punished. Boom. She finally blocks that one. I start checking her with mids now because she starts blocking low. Then go back to lows. And then that's a high low. And just straight up from start to finish, I control the pace of this matchup. I dictated when I wanted to go in, when I didn't want to go in. And I was able to get a 3-0 compared to literally barely winning the first match. From barely winning the first match to 3-0ing her. No round brown. She looked silly. Why is that? Because I figured out what she wanted to do. She had no answers for my answers to her. And it was just easy street from there. And that's something many people need to get used to in any fighting game, really. It doesn't apply just to SOULCALIBUR, but in SOULCALIBUR, every character has their own gimmicks. Every character has their own game plan. Knowing your game plan, knowing your opponent's game plan is just as important as knowing yours. Specifically here, because it's not like in Street Fighter where it's just like, oh, he's a grappler, I can abuse these weaknesses. No, there's certain specific character stuff that is just like, if you don't know this gimmick, that is only applicable to this character. Not even to like, no, just this character. You're gonna be in rough waters. So it's a pretty loose system, if I say so. A lot of janky shit, a lot of bugs, a lot of gimmicks, but that's what makes it fun. And probably have more replays. I'll see. I might also go back to my Cervantes one and figure out my thought process there. But yeah, that's all for now. Facebook, peace. Round button. Lol.